So I've just started on my welding bench. It's going to be a nice heavy duty welding slash assembly bench, whatever you want to call it. Been planning on building this for a while, so finally got all the parts together and just started on it tonight. The top, it's 1-inch steel. It's going to be 78 inches long by 34 inches wide. The legs are 3x3 square tubing, 3/16 inch wall. Then these are just the base plates. They're 3-inch steel, 4x4 inches, and they'll just get welded on there, and then I'll chamfer the edges or radius the edges. Then in between the posts, there's going to be a 2x3 inch channel all the way around. And then towards the bottom, there's going to be the same thing, another 2x3 inch rail all the way around. And then that'll have a top on it, 1/8 inch metal top of some sort. Then that intermediate rail is going to be fairly low, so when I go to move this, I just slide the pallet jack between those two center posts and lift it up that way. Not sure what this thing's going to weigh in at. I know this top by itself is around the 700-pound mark. Then the rest of the frame and everything is probably going to add another 300 pounds to it. So it should be about 1,000 pounds, I'm guessing. All I know is when I loaded all this metal up into the back of a 1/2 ton, it was just about dragging on the ground. So it's pretty heavy. So I just finished cutting all this stuff up with my power bandsaw, coolant power bandsaw. This has got to be one of the handier tools you can have in your shop. If you don't have one of these, I'd put it to the top of the wish list. This guy I've had for, I think I'm going on about 10 years. It's a Chinese brand. It's called a Power Fist there. They sell them with our Canadian version of Harbor Freight, but it's a pretty good saw. It's actually built pretty good. Cuts really square and true. No complaints. It's worked really well for me. If I was going to buy a new one, the only one thing I would change is I would have this on a swivel, just so it's a lot handier to count angles and compounds and things like that. It would make the saw a lot more versatile, but certainly not complaining. This thing is just, like I say, super handy to have when you're cutting up heavy metal like this. I've used it to cut the shafting. Another project I did, I cut a bunch of biscuits out of this stuff, so this is like 4-inch solid steel. So you just set it up and let it cut and come back when it's done and do the next one. So like I say, this is just the start of this. I'll post some more videos as this comes along. What I'm going to do is, I've got this all nice and leveled and shimmed up here, blocked in place. So this is going to be what I'm going to work off of. I'm going to just lightly tack these posts on, then build everything around that, get it all nice and square, then cut it loose, then paint the frame, and then I'm going to use my engine hoist to lift the top up, put it on top of the frame, and then I'll weld the frame back onto the stand. Then when I'm done that, I'll get my orbital sander, get some fine grit sandpaper, wet and dry or whatever, get a nice smooth finish on the top, and I think it should be a pretty handy addition to the shop. So anyways, keep posted. Like I say, I'll post some more videos as this thing develops.